A warm hello to all you amazing people out there, whoever is watching this video. From me to you, lots of love, lots of warmth, and good wishes. I got a little mushy going over my pregnancy because this is what I deal with, when I meet couples on a day-to-day basis. And when someone's telling me something, I sometimes go back and reflect upon something that uh, kind of, you know, uh, stirs in a memory or an emotion inside. I have known my husband for since I was 15. So we were like childhood sweethearts, and then we were married, and we have a lovely son. He's 21 years old, and just one baby because my rest of the babies was a lot of my work. So going back and reflecting back to when we started a family together, you know, he was trying to do his best. So this particular episode is going to be for the dads or the men who are expecting a baby, the expecting dads. Um, I know you're trying, okay, because my husband was trying all the time. Now I'm going to connect the dots. So I'm talking about my man, and then I'm talking about all the other men out there who are being some amazing, great partners to your woman. I know you're trying your best, but then there are times when you feel your best is not enough because going back to my story is where I felt that his best was not enough, but my husband felt that he was giving his best. So I always wanted to be an author. This is a different story, a fun story that we will start off in another video, but this is a different one where I aspire to write a book. So my third book was on pregnancy because obviously I have quite a lot of experience in this field. I should be talking about pregnancy. So I started writing the book, finished the book. It took me 1.5 years, I think, to write. I was always writing bits and pieces. That's how I write, and it all comes together to become a book. And after I finished the whole manuscript, I looked at the book and said, what the hell am I doing? I'm writing another book for expecting women where there are already so many books. This, I think, was in the year 2017. And I said, what is it? What's wrong with me? Why cannot I write another book or put up something out there which makes an impact and stands apart? And that's when I realized that going back through my pregnancy, it would have helped so much that if my man would have been slightly more sensitive, aware, informed about what was happening with me and how he could support me. And then and there, I decided I'm going to write a book on pregnancy for a man. When I discussed this idea with a good friend of mine, he just brushed it aside. He just said, you think men are going to read books on pregnancy? And that is the kind of stuff you're writing, the serious stuff, how to handle your mood swings, how to help her eat right, how to support her through staying fit, and how to hold her hand through labor. You think they are going to read a book? And that really got me thinking. And I said, no, I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to take my chances out there because that's the only way, or somebody has to take a chance and tell the men. It's not even telling them. They know, but sometimes you don't know. It's like, you need to get to this place and you don't have a route map. And what do you do? So you need an app that will take you there. So I said, no, somebody has to do it. And then I wrote the book called Expecting Daddy Delivers. And you will not believe it. It does consistently. There are those dads out there who are periodically reading the book and it's doing well. It's been taken very well. And so on the with that thought and with that emotion came up this video is I know you men are trying out there. And if you're having your woman watch this video, you could ask her to sit by your side or to share it with her and tell her that, listen, watch this. Ladies, he's trying his best. Now, what we need to understand is that I'm going to address the video to a man, is you are not feeling her pain. Okay. You are not feeling the backache, you're not feeling the fatigue, you're not feeling the stress, you're not feeling these things. So I totally get it that it is difficult for you to step ahead and do anything which she needs to be done without her communicating. And at this time, she's so confused. Trust me, your woman is herself is so confused. She doesn't know what to eat. So, because everything she eats is like she throws up for the first trimester. Then they have this weird smells. They can't eat this kind of stuff. It just puts them off. Their favorite food go off their charts. They're like, we can't eat it because the whole no, this thing makes them very nauseous. The fragrance or the smell of the food makes them very nauseous. Certain spices don't go very well for them. And then there's this other thing is like, I eat it, I like it, but then after that, my stomach is like, it feels like a rock, and it's like instead of 5, I'm feeling 7 months pregnant because it's bloated, there's gas, there's acidity. Then if she eats the same thing in the morning, it's okay, but probably sometime later in the night when she's tired and it's late or there's been a long gap, it doesn't go well. So she herself is confused. So please understand that she will not be able to communicate clearly to you what her body is going through. This is one thing I tell all the couples whom I meet, that no pregnancies, it's not a custom made project. So no two pregnancies are the same. I tell my own clients also that if I give you an advice, you go back, introspect, and improvise and come back to me and say, Raki, this worked. This worked if I change this. This will help me feel a little better. So what I do is I keep these instances and as an experiences, and I then give my pregnant couples 3 4 options that, okay, this is the direct advice, now you need to find improvised versions. Some couples found this, some couples found that. So no two pregnancies are same. So one, do not compare what's happening with your woman to another woman. That's the first thing. You do not compare it to your mom's pregnancy, your sister's pregnancy, your best friend's pregnancy, or your best friend's wife's pregnancy, or the other pregnant woman. The first thing you can choose off a pregnant woman is by telling her, oh, you're overreacting. She doesn't feel that way. No, because they and she are walking in different shoes. The shoe sizes are totally different. The styling is totally different. Okay. Now, that's the first thing we start with. The second thing is, how can I make you understand so that you can start feeling and start getting closer to helping her? Okay. Whenever I meet my clients, I always tell them that pregnancy is not a disease. It is a very beautiful phase, and whatever is happening is a physiological change. So, here there is a faux pas where I'm going to actually ask an expecting father to imagine he's having a flu. Okay, he's having a flu. He's unwell, or there is a viral infection. He's got fever, he's got a running nose, he's got blocked nose, he's coughing, and he's tired, and he's not himself. Now, you can't smell most of the thing. You don't know, that the food, how the food tastes. You're just eating it because you have to eat it, and you can't even eat it. And you don't eat it, it gets worse. Your appetite is totally gone. So you need to know exactly how much to eat, and then you don't even know when to eat. Sometimes you're hungry, you're not hungry, and then you want to sleep because your body needs to heal. Then your body is hurting, your head is hurting, and you're not feeling well. Now, on a day like this, on the worst day of your life, you are asked to lead a normal life. You are asked to go to work, you are asked to meet all your deliverables, you are asked to see your family, do social outings and gatherings. How are you going to do it? Now, if you can just start thinking of a day when you were so unwell and you went about going about your life with everything as if it was normal, then probably you can get empathy. I don't believe sympathy is a good word here, and you should not be sympathizing with your spouse. Sympathy is good in its place, but empathy makes us, understand what the problem is going, a person is going through, other person is going through, and work accordingly to make it better. Constructive actions and constructive advices rather than just throwing something off the hat. So this is it for you, and all your woman needs is a lot of support. Like most of the time when I have, when we do the labor session and I ask the mums, like, who do you want in the labor room? She'll say, I want my man. And I've also had dads who'd be like sitting and crying. I've had a father who cried after the labor session. We do a walkthrough in labor, and he cried and he was like, I cannot take it, Raki. He's going to be in so much of pain. And it was too sweet. I'm not making fun of any of the men out there. Please don't feel bad. It's okay. Like, we have this whole thing about the men that you cannot hurt. If you cry, you are less a man. The macho quotient gets affected. It's not true. Men feel. Men feel. Men, men love. Men care. Men hurt. It's just that from the start of time, because a woman could reproduce and she could give life, and there was no guarantee to life. One, the population was very sparse, and hunting, incidents, diseases, accidents, medicine or treatments were not there. So life is very precious. So when there was this, this aspect of the human, what to say, face, which could give birth, she was put indoors and protected. And the male component was out there fighting, hunting, shielding, and it's gone on for so many centuries, since the start of time, I would say, since the evolution of mankind. But today's time, we have changed the roles. A woman is walking shoulder to shoulder with her man. She goes to work, she runs the family, she drives the children to work, she picks them up, she does a lot of stuff. There's no place in the world where a woman has not been, including space. But a man cannot get into a woman's shoes and get pregnant, go through the whole pregnancy, then get into those gruesome hours of labor, deliver the baby, and breastfeed. And there's nothing wrong. Like I always tell, the woman just tell me that he should know, he should get pregnant, he should be breastfeeding. He won't. So, ladies, why are you asking for something that won't? What we could work on is communicating, on telling the husband to be a part, telling your partner to be a part of the pregnancy. Now, my language is changing. So, if your woman is watching this, this is for the woman, is like, he's not going to feel how it's to be pregnant. He's not going to feel what you're going through. That's not going to come. So, don't even work that way. But he can always act as if he's pregnant. So, if he acts as if he's pregnant, he will understand what you're going through. Or if he can act understanding you are pregnant, okay, then the sensitivity component comes in. He will know what to do. And you know what? I tell the woman, forgive him. We are all human, we all make mistakes. So if there is something that is not perfect and he's forgotten something or he could have done it better, instead of just pouncing at each other and getting into an argument and blaming and getting on the defensive, because this section, what I'm going to address to couples is that together you're going to raise the child, the male and the female component. For couples who are in the same sex relationships also, there is the yin and the yang. You are going to raise the baby together, you're going to raise the child together, so you have to be in the same camp. If for every single small thing, if you're going to look at it that he was sensitive, he was not sensitive enough, she's insensitive, he doesn't understand, she doesn't understand, the whole unit of family is going to be a very, very shaken one. So the first thing is about, you know, taking it with a pinch of sugar. Yes, we'll try to be there for our woman as much as we can. If we make a mistake or if we don't get it right, we will just try to get it right and understand how to get it right. The woman, we will not blame our men and make it a big deal out of it. No, we will not make a big deal. There is always ways to communicate appropriately. And there are two channels of communication. One is communicating with the other, next is communicating with yourself, right? Did he do it deliberately? Is he conditioned to do it this way? And what can I do to break patterns? So we will be working and we will be doing more videos on marital relationships, understanding each other, because I believe that if you're not happy and, in the process of pregnancy, and if you're not gelling well as a couple, it's only going to get more and more difficult, because raising children is a mammoth affair. Energy, fin- finances, emotions, it's mammoth. It's so much of investment into this. So you first need to get your economics of all these aspects correct for yourself. So for the fathers who are interested to stand up a little bit more for your woman and make a difference, you can continue watching the videos, because the videos are just not exactly for the woman. Like, if you are going to know what's happening with her mood swings, then you will know how to deal with it, so you get informed. You could always sign up for my classes. After the COVID, I have moved on to doing online sessions, though I'm in a remote corner in India in a city called Chennai, and I've been doing these antenatal programs for 20 years. You can always pick up the book. It's there. The link is there in the description. Expecting Daddy Delivers. Be the man your woman and baby adore. Bottom line is, I keep telling all the women, enjoy the pregnancy, enjoy the pregnancy. I'm telling the man here, enjoy the pregnancy. This is this pregnancy for this baby. You'll be pregnant again for your next baby when you plan one. But as a father, even you should be enjoying the pregnancy in your own way. So we'll probably do a little bit more videos, or if you have any, inputs and comments, you can always put it down in the comment section that, okay, this is what I do to enjoy the pregnancy. And we'll also be doing things about how does a daddy bond with the baby and stuff like that. So with this note, enjoy your pregnancy. Every expecting dad out there, I'm going to say ciao. God bless.